Hey guys, I don't even know today's date, nor do I really give a shit. It's the 6th, I think, shortly after midnight. Yeah, it's the 6th, Saturday, shortly after midnight. Um, today was eventful. Yeah, it was entertaining enough. Uh, there's a lot of stuff that I've gone through. I talked about a little in the last video. I'm not a kid. I'm not a kid. Um, but it's a new empire. My group of friends are all older than me, way older than me. A lot of them have graduated before me. Um, they're all in their 20s. I'm still 16. Still a kid. Still a kid. And I get told that a lot, Um, Alex, real name Alex. His name is Toker. Toker, Toker, like smokes a lot of the bong and whatever the fuck. I don't even know what term to use that for. Like, honestly, wow, shame on me. But yeah, I deleted my Facebook and YouTube because I'm just gonna start telling it how it is. No more fucks given, dude. No more fucks given. I had a long talk with my dad today, and I feel kind of bad because I kind of lied on some important details. But I'll I'll talk to him eventually, and I'll tell him the truth. I don't want him to be that way. I want him to know, or I want him to feel like I just lied to him. You know what I mean? Like, I, I don't want him to be ignorant to it. That's what I'm looking for. Uh, but it's a new empire. That's the point of this. Is there's this guy who used to be part of my crew, friends. Like people who had my back for everything. And I've realized, kind of over the past year, exactly who that is and who has my back. Uh, I wish I could say it was my twin. He's part of my crew. Nah, dude, that kid's a fucking idiot. I love him all. I'll fight for him till my day. But he's fucking stupid. Like, Jesus Christ. Fuck. Man, really? Really, Hunter? Really? Anyways, I can name my crew on one hand. Mitch, Toke, Dean, Leanne, Carter. You know what? Honestly, no. Mitch, Dean, Toke, Jackie. Count on those four for anything and everything. No matter what. Thick and thin. Fair or bad weather. I everything. And if their schedule doesn't fit mine, or my schedule doesn't fit theirs, we make it. You'll find a way, no matter what. No matter what, you'll find a way. I used to think my crew was bigger. Nah, not at all. You know, over the past couple days, I realized Toke's like, yeah, he's kind of a big brother to me. Granted, I might not known him that long, might not have known him that well, but that fucker's there, dude. He's he's there, like no matter what. And I learned that today, cause this guy that used to be a part of our crew, his name is Andrew Paddock. Goes by, well, now he's going by Plague. Uh, I give no shits about how much details I talk about him and how much I tell people how fucked up and wrong he is. And frankly, any and every threat or promise I make on here about him, I don't give a fuck, dude. He's dude, just fucked up kid, man. He didn't used to be that way at all. But I first I first heard stories about him from Michelle. She's like my sister. Uh, she'll be on here no matter, like, she'll be on here, and she'll always be there for me, no matter what the fuck goes down. She'll be there for me. No matter what. I don't know if she's too excited about that idea or not, but she'll be there, and just like I'll be there for her, dude. I don't give any fucks at all. Um, she's my big sister. I never had a big sister, but she is my big sister. Like, sister I never had? Yeah, yeah. No, I had one, for sure. I used to be this really fucked up kid, man. And then I grew up. I didn't really grow up. I was kind of raised. And no, I was raised by a bitch. She, she made me realize I'm not a kid. I'm not worthless. Um, I had, I had a personality, and I had friends. Uh, I knew what I wanted to do. I did things for school and whatnot. But I was there. I was there. I wasn't in it, but I was there. You know. I'm pretty sure people will understand what I mean when I say that. But I was like quiet kid. Now I don't mean that I didn't say much, but I didn't have much of it to say. You know, I wasn't. I was shy and reserved. That's where I want to go with that. And I would sit there and just be like, yeah, my opinion. Oh, it doesn't really matter. That's who I was. You know, and I was kind of. I didn't have a way to get out of that at all. I didn't. And it was probably because I was always. I know exactly where it comes from. I do know where it comes from. It's that I never wanted to hurt people, or I never wanted people to. Yeah, I didn't want to hurt people. Like, I didn't want people to be let down or disappointed. I didn't want that at all. I don't want that. I don't like when I'm the cause of any sort of pain or misfortune. I don't like being that person, you know. But I'll tell it how it is if you need it. And I know good will come from it. I'll tell you how it is and inflict that pain because it's better. It's for the greater good. And I was that shy, fucked up kid. And Mitch kind of brought me out of that. She pushed me into things, granted some of the things I don't really want to do. And you know what? I'm gonna go out and say this, and I have never told anybody this at all, but the reason that I became such a good friend was because I had this little itty bitty crush on her. I haven't told her that. She doesn't know that. She's gonna find out, I guarantee you, because she's gonna watch these and go, "What?" And yeah, I had this little kind of crush, and it was like the first month and a half that we were hanging out, and then I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." That that's kind of how that went, like legitimately. Honestly, no, it wasn't like the first month and a half. It was when I first met Andy, when I met Johan, that motherfucker, dude. I think he's the one who opened my eyes that showed me that's not how that should have gone. Yeah, That's how it was. It was halfway through high school, or halfway through freshman year is when I realized that was good. Anyways, yeah, I was a shy little kid, and she pulled me out of that shell. Like, I was fighting with, like, suicide because I felt worthless, and I felt like I didn't mean anything, you know? And then she showed me how to stand up for myself and voice my opinion and tell people to shut the fuck up because their opinions don't matter. And then I met Andy, who was this kid, who was this person that was like the embodiment of how I wanted to be. You know, like, I'm dead fucking serious. Like, this Johanny was who I wanted to be. You know? Not necessarily the same way he came up, but that personality was who I wanted to be. This charismatic, like, outgoing individual who voiced his opinions and wasn't afraid to say shit how it was. Didn't care how people thought of him. You know? That's how I wanted to be. And then I picked up some gnarly habits from him, you know, on how to be that way. And then that all happened in one night. Honestly, like, Mitch gave me a lot of, like, a lot to do and a lot to learn and taught me a whole lot. Like, no fucking clue how much I owe that girl with me. But it was kind of like, I know exactly how to explain it. Mitch was a teacher trying to teach class of 30. She could only teach the front row. Well, Andy was the student teacher to talk to the rest of the class and got them to pay attention to the teacher. So she didn't preach to just the front row. If you guys understand that, then holy fuck, awesome. If not, then I don't know how else to explain it to you. But then he moved to him and Toker and Brad and Elena all went out to fucking Arizona. I haven't seen Brad since, man. I don't know what happened to that kid at all. And I say kid because he didn't grow up. He never did. But I don't even know where I was going, dude. I'm so fucking scatterbrained right now. I'm sorry if you can't follow any of this. But after Andy went to Arizona, fucker changed and he turned into a prick. He went from Johanny, which was this cool, charismatic kid that made everyone feel great. Everyone had a good time with him, you know, and he was kind and courteous. You know, yeah, and then he went out to Arizona and some shit changed. He left one of my best friends in Arizona. You know, now he's one of my best friends. I'm talking about Toker. He left him there, dude. Like, fucking left him there. High and dry. With some fucking cat they met out there. And, like, what the fuck, man? Really? And then he came and started doing all kinds of crazy shit. And that wasn't cool at all. Not right. You know, a lot of my first with drugs were with Andy when he got back. But he got back, and a couple weeks after he got back, my sophomore year, we were hanging out with a new kid that we were gonna bring to the crew. His name was Gabriel. We called him Saucy Balls. Well, I called him Saucy Balls because I don't even know exactly how that nickname came out, but in junior high, they called him Saucy Balls. And yeah, so I called him Saucy Balls. It's Gabriel or Gabriel. But Andy was gonna take him under his wing and make him a project, just like Mitch made me hers and taught me everything and made me come out of my shell and be better than I was. And I'm not so fucked up here. And he stopped that idea, like squashed it, like in 1 second, decided that that's not how it was gonna be, and that the next person to carry on the Andy lineage or the Johanny lineage would be me, and everybody who knows Johanny should know this hat. Vulgar Villains. Vulgar Villains. Dude, I don't even know them. Like, they're a band, and you went and saw in Las Vegas at one point or something. And this was his hat, you know? Like, people knew him by this thing here. And it's got this green bill. And, you know, people are probably like, oh, why haven't you showed the bill? I'll explain it a little bit. But everyone in the crew rocks those flip bills. Everyone in the crew rocks the flip bills. Because the crew's from Oxnard, dude, and Oxnard, the Ventura area, like, I don't know why, but that's the thing, and the crew brought it up. Now it's kind of a thing with white boys, you know, in general, and that's how it goes. And a lot of crew is white boys, so yeah, that's how that goes. But yeah, we all flipped that hat to the hat up, and we rock that shit every day. And he gave me that hat and told me, you know, one day you're gonna be a mentor and you're gonna teach the next kid how to be a Johanny. And I told him, fuck no, dude. Mitch taught me all I am. You know, Mitch taught me how to be right, what's right with the crew, and how to deal with the shit that I deal with. How to handle myself when I'm fucked up. You know. That's why I can never say, oh my god, dude, fuck. Whoa, I can't believe I did that. Because she taught me how to get away from that state, you know, and I just linked my Facebook page because I'm gonna start fucking telling stories about alcohol and drug consumption. I might be a minor, but I don't give any fucks anymore. Anyways. And I told him, no, dude, I couldn't do that. You know, I have more respect for Johanny than to corrupt it. So I'll find you a suitable kid. Someone you can teach and raise to be right. Someone you can teach to be Johanny. I never found that kid. I guess it's because I had to level up to here. Looking for someone to fit up here. Yeah, up here. There you go. Yep, someone to fit up here. And all I can find is down here. Which is where Andy's shit. But I couldn't do it, so I kept that hat, you know. About this time, my sophomore year, it's about a year later, nobody, not a soul to keep that name going. And then shit hit the fan. Honestly, then shit hit the fan. He disappeared for a while, you know, there's all kinds of stories, and then he came back. And the crew, everyone is just like, yes! Andy's back! Fuck yes, that means partying. That means drugs up the fucking wazoo. Oh my god, that means raves and parties and fucking kickbacks. It means bud and coke and molly or fucking alcohol. Fuck, dude, it was mushrooms, anything, dude. Like, legitimately, this guy had his hand in everything. If you wanted it, I mean, if you really fucking wanted it, he'd get you it. You know, there was a price, but he could get you it. So it really didn't matter at all. And he came back and all the shit was great and it was all there waiting. And that's kind of after it went bad, dude. Or that's kind of where it went bad. all the partying and the crazy shit. You know, I used to be real cool with this kid, Marcos. I used to be real cool with this kid, Marcos. And then Andy started introducing people into SOS, Stuck on Stupid. There's a thing that originated in Oxnard. It was a crew, a family of people. You know, from my recollection, it's Malia, Freshman, Caveman, Tranny Danny, Toker, and Andy. 6 kids stuck on stupid. 6 people stuck on stupid. You know, six in a family, because all of them kind of have broken homes. You know, I don't know them all too well to say they do have broken homes, but they weren't all together. But they made a family. Stuck on Stupid was a family. You know, it meant that you would fucking get loaded together. Like, I get high. This one, I'm under the impression that was when they were all just smoking bud. And they'd get stoned and just explore life and be there for each other. When one needed the other, they're there. That's how SOS was. It was supposed to be a family, people you trusted and you loved. And then Andy turned it into a gang when he got back from Arizona. Oh, and Brad was there too, so there's 7 in the family. And Andy turned it into a gang. And I mean that. Not just like that, oh, he tried turning it to a gang, you know, like, no. Fuck, dude, he made SOS into a fucking gang. That's where that hand sign came from. SOS. S or O S. SOS. And he turned into a gang. That I learned that after he got back from AZ. You know, I've always heard of it, SOS, but I never knew what it was. And then recruitment started. And that was the phrase. Recruitment. You don't recruit into a family. It's when organized crime comes in. It's when recruitment comes in. Or not even... Come on, that's not family. At all. I don't care who you are or what you do. It's not. Anyways, he started pulling in people from all over the country, dude. Like, he had crew in Arizona, he had a crew in Honolulu, he had a crew in Washington, Oregon. There was even talk of Florida chapter. And one in Massachusetts. That one I heard later was completely bullshit, and he just telling a story to tell a story. But there are people all over with that simple fucking tat. SOS. You know, like fucking lightning bolt S. Right? And then a diamond circle. So it goes like that. Another lightning bolt. SOS. You know, and little X's in between the letters. Stuck on stupid. You know, and he started recruiting, and people all over the place claiming SOS. And putting that tattoo on a lot of people. And you only got it from Andy. Only got it from Andy. And a lot of the true stuck on stupid people look at me like, why don't you have yours? Why aren't you SOS? Why not? I'm not OG, but a lot of people kind of look at me that way because all of the OGs, even the ones that don't know me, vouch for me right away. Because I put myself in a position. I gave that identity that I'm there for you guys. When I can be. If I can't be, I'm here for you guys. And that's how I am. That's what I learned from Mitch. If you're not there in person, you can't be there in presence. Be there for the mentality of being there. If they need someone to talk to about it, be that ear. Even if it's just to go in one and out the other, be there for that to happen. And if you can give good advice and good words for it, then do so. And I did that. And I got a following on it. A lot of people know me for that. And I guess word about me's gotten around a little. And I'm not in the crew often. I'm not, because I worry too much about my schooling. I worry too much about my father, who's protected, who doesn't want me out there doing drugs and hanging out with people who do fucked up shit, fucked up things. He doesn't like that. He doesn't want me to do that. And so I would. To be rebellious, to step out and do what my dad didn't want me to. Because I wanted to live life. I wanted to experience those things that my dad says are not experiences I need. Because I think those experiences are what I need. My dad says he wants us to experience our own life, but he wants us to have similar experiences. So then let me be me. Grandma, let you be you. Let me be me. Anyways, he started recruiting people and turned it into a game where drugs were going in and out, parties were going in and out, fights were going in and out. You started chipping in money for Andy's sect. The people that were with Andy, you upped for him. You upped for SOS, but you upped for him. It was all Andy or nothing. That's how it was. And that wasn't right. But that's how it went. So, yeah, that it made no sense to me at all. So I bit into it and went with it. I didn't agree with it completely, but I figured, fuck it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? So I went for it. Or not. And I pulled out, because I had shit going for school, and I didn't want to fuck that up. I figured it'd be better if I just stayed with my school shit and didn't make my dad too hard up on my ass, so that I could go and do shit and be stupid. And when I got caught being stupid, it wouldn't be that bad. And it never was. When I did get caught, it wasn't that bad. But it's because I stayed to my school shit. And then I started getting a little deeper. Just a little, just enough to start fucking with myself. And it all started when when Mitch started dating Andy again. They had a thing in the past before I met both of them. But they started dating again. And I realized how much of a toxin he was. Because I realized how fucked up Mitch became. Further deeper issues with him. Don't get me wrong. Mitch was happy. And Mitch was content. Because Mitch was on drugs. And she wasn't stable because of the drugs she was on to be happy and content in that relationship at all. And not to mention Andy was dirty and filthy and he didn't keep clean. And he expected her and he treated her like shit. But she loved him. You know, and that was a toxic relationship. That was a toxic relationship. Only ended bad, dude. Only ended bad. But yeah, he started getting her into drugs, like heavily into drugs, like cocaine and um, MDMA, straight MDMA. That's what Molly is. I don't know if everybody knows that, but that's Molly. It's ecstasy's sexy sister. She's alluring. And when you get to her, you want to find her again. Where's my Molly? All I want is Molly. She's, I read a post earlier, like, whoever this Molly is, she must be fucking hot, because she's got everyone sweating. Yeah, dude, take ecstasy and you'll figure it out. Just times 12, please. And, after Mitch got into that scene with him, well, she wanted to make sure that I knew how to handle it when I got in there. So she pulled me with, granted she gave me baby steps. Here's your first line of coke. Be careful with it, okay? Don't alternate noses, or don't alternate nostrils. It's how you get bloody noses. You know, tilt your head back after the line. It'll go straight through instead of festering up here and falling down and causing drips, so that your throat's all numb and you're all fucked up and can't handle shit. Like she showed me the little things, just to keep me simple. And then that's when I got a taste for it, for drugs in general, and started doing them more and more. And I started bypassing her, going straight to Andy, like, hey dude, you've got Molly today, don't you? Yeah, what do I need to do to get that for free? you know, and then I became Andy's drug buddy. When, when the dealer would drop off and Andy didn't want to keep him around, he would find that dealer a reason to leave. And he wouldn't even try that hard to get me there. And I would get there and do whatever, dude, just for that hit. The whatever. No, I never fucked around with meth or heroin. I never fucked around with meth or heroin. Ever. I never will. That's my line. Once I was hanging out with this girl Peggy, another friend of Mitch's, another friend of the crew, and she had a water bottle that I thought was like lemonade or some shit. It wasn't. It was dissolved up meth. It tasted fucking rancid, so I spit it out and dumped it. She was in the bathroom, and I took a drink. What the fuck? Oh my god! Straight dumped the whole thing. She came out. Hey, where's my water bottle? Dude, I fucking dumped that. It was disgusting. Holy fuck, it was gross. The fuck? And she just went off. Like, oh my god. That was my rock, blah 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 blah. And she didn't talk to me for days. No, and then Toker explained to me, like, no, it wasn't Toker. It was a different Alex who explained to me what was wrong with it. And blew my mind. Like, how the fuck? What the fuck? I was told that Peggy had gotten away from that. She didn't. Well, I got her off. I got her away momentarily, at least. And that's my only experience with using meth at all. I felt like shit, wanted to vomit, you know, I was sick the next day. Like, I was sick. Um, I never told my dad that story. My dad, I don't tell that story often. But, yeah, I never fucked around with meth or heroin with Andy. Never. Never in my life. Um, and we started using coke and partying, whatever, you know. I don't, I don't remember. Oh, I know exactly. I remember exactly. Freshman year, I dated this girl, Andrea. She's beautiful. I still believe that to this day. She's beautiful. Um, she's a really smart girl. She's really kind and caring. And then you get into her head, and you realize how untrue that is. And well, she's kind of a fucked up person too. And she uses and she lies, she manipulates to get her way with everything. And that's how it is. Well, I was sprung on this girl, straight up sprung on this girl. And I, that summer, that summer was the summer Andy gave me his hat because I started going out, I started hanging out with Andy a little more, started smoking a little more pot, and going to a little more parties, drinking more, you know. Not until my sophomore year did I start using, like, really using anything else. Sophomore year is when I started using, or when I started taking ecstasy. But, I was sprung on that girl. And then she cheated on me with my drug dealer after I gave up smoke. Well, she cheated on me with my bud dealer after I gave up bud and alcohol, fighting, extreme walking, parkour. I anything that made her worry about my safety, I decided wasn't important. As important as she was. And then I wrote this thing, and I think I got rid of it, but it was pretty much saying, I'm me. I like drugs. I like drinking. I like fighting. If you don't, get away. Go away. Just get out of here. You're not worth it. Go. And my dad found out a couple weeks ago, and he was like, but yeah. And all my friends are all proud of me. You're like, dude, you got her out of it, and you're happy about it. That's good. Like, no, I'm not happy at all, dude. I'm not happy at all. Anyways, I ended up getting over that a little. And then she lied and convinced Marcos that he needed to beat my ass. And then when I told Dean that she was bad juju, he started dating her. Behind my back after I told him not to. I told that fucker straight up. Bro code says you need to ask your bro to date their most recent ex. And he fucked the bro code, dude. Fucked the bro code. And dated my ex. And he learned to regret it. It bit him in the ass. It did. I told him I was going to tell him I told you so. So I didn't tell him I told you so. I informed him thusly. He didn't like that very much. But it was true, and he understood that I was coming from the heart about it. And then, started talking to her again. You know, granted, it was kind of a little more from here than from here, or here, but here. You understand. And then I saw some shit that wasn't right. You know, I told her that I was gonna be there for her if she wanted me there, and that worked out. But she needed to tell me shit too. You know, she needed to put me there. And for some reason that like the whole week before like yeah, no, that whole month of February, I was kind of I wasn't in a good place. I don't know why, I don't know where it came from, but it just wasn't. And this kid who's supposed to be like my best friend, we played football together. He's been to my house, I've been to his house. Um, he's he was really he was one of my best friends. Turned into a fucking monster. Um, uh, that night, it was the last night of the show that we were in for Drama Louder Than Words. Um, that night something was odd about her, Andrea. And I couldn't place it. And then I realized it was because like Chibi was fuck it, Chibi was flirting around with her and being kind of touchy-feely with her. I'm pretty sure he was on one. Honestly, I'm pretty sure he was on one. And then, I was a little angry and annoyed because Jay wouldn't talk to me about it. She wouldn't talk to me at all. And then I looked behind the big curtain. There's the curtain, well, I looked behind the small curtain, I guess. There's the big curtain that's separated and should had the show. And then there's a small curtain backstage on the far end of the stage. And I looked back there and she had her pinned up against the wall. And she was kind of fighting with him a little, like, half-heartedly. Like, I don't really want to. Okay. You shouldn't do it. Oh, fuck it. And his tongue was so far down her throat that he probably could have ripped her heart out. Like, all I did was cough after I saw that. Standing looking right down at coughed really fucking loud. And I turned around. My friend Carter grabbed the curtain and she backed up and looked up at us and walked off. She had tears in her eyes. Like she started crying after that. I went down there to find out what fucking happened, what I needed to do to help her and make her comfortable. If I could do anything, she told me no, go the fuck away. So I did stop giving a fuck. Went upstairs, did the rest of the show. I didn't even want to go anywhere. I didn't even want to do anything. But she told me she wanted me there at the cast party after. I wrestled the idea a little. Fuck it. I went. I regret going. The only reason I went there is because she asked me to. She wanted me there. And she didn't even fucking talk to me when I got there. Didn't even do anything for me when I got there. And I wanted to kill myself that weekend. That night, I called another girl. The girl I lost my virginity to. I'm not gonna name her. She doesn't deserve that at all. But yeah, we'll just call her Marie because I'll probably end up talking about her later. But Marie, I called her and she was like, I was sleeping. Can we talk in the morning? And I was like, no, I don't know if I'll be there anymore. And I don't think she understood the gravity of that statement. Because she was like, well, I will, so I'll talk to you in the morning. And that's how that went. I really wanted to kill myself. And that's how that went down. That next weekend, I hit up Andy and the crew, and we fucking partied, drunk, really fucking drunk. I paid for my first own bottle of alcohol. Had it all to myself, and got drunk. Well, it wasn't February, it was like March-ish, like middle of March. Tequila. Oh, that was horrible. I got really drunk. That's a whole story on its own. But one of that night I almost got my SOS. You know, generally males get SOS. Here, females, that's not kind of a nice area, so they get it on like their ankle or the wrist or down the ear. That's where SOS goes. But the whole crew knew that I was Daddy's boy. I wasn't gonna get caught up with that shit. So all the time we were kicking around ideas on where I could get it, and not get caught up with it. That weekend, drunk as fuck, we decided we knew where I was gonna get my SOS. So I walked into the bathroom. I was gonna get it on the side of my cock. It's a stick and poke, by the way, so it's sticking ink, sticking, sticking, sticking. That's how you got your fucking SOS. And friend Minor walked in and was like, "Oh fuck no." I guess he was drunk. I thought he was sober. This entire time I thought he was sober, but he doesn't remember it. And he was like, "I was really on one that night, dude. Like, I don't remember a lot of shit from it." So, holy fuck. Anyways, he walked in and stopped it completely, so I didn't get my SOS that night. I'm grateful, by the way. Fucking super grateful, Minor. You have no clue, dude. You fucking saved me that weekend. You did. And that's the hotel room that Andy left, for future reference. Toker was really sick that night, too. But, yeah, we, almost got that weekend, and we did a lot of drugs, got really hammered. And that kind of saved me for the rest of the year, dude. Like, that got me out of mentality. And then we went to summer and partying and drinking, hanging out, smoking pot, doing drugs. And then, I wanted to kill myself again. And then, Carter talked me down, Dean talked me down, Leon talked me down, convinced me otherwise, and just started. My junior year started. And I was grateful, you know, I'm glad it started. Yeah. And then I started doing cocaine often. Snorting fucking up, dude. Any chance I got, someone gave me coke or had a way for me to get coke, I would fucking get it. And I would do it. It was fucking great. It even got to the point where I made money. And if I made more than 40 bucks, 40 went to coke or Molly. And I would either parachute Molly, snort Molly, snort coke, or straight up just take the Molly. But it was Coca Molly. I didn't even fucking bother buying weed. Fuck no, dude. Coca Molly are so much better. They are. But then I learned fucked up shit about it, dude. You know, snorting anything through your nose speckles on this section of your brain. No, not your ears, but I don't even know if you guys saw that. Right here. From my understanding, it hits the back of your frontal lobe, and then the part of your brain that controls audio, or not audio, visual. That's why a lot of cokeheads kind of go a little blind. But that's a piece of information that I'm not sure if it's true or not, but that's how I take shit. And if it's not right, and if it's wrong information, I'm sorry for misleading you, but I accept it as true. Because I feel that that's what I need to know to get me from that. But, started doing that shit like crazy, and then Mitch and Eddie started fighting more and more and more and more, and Terrence, the dude that Andy was staying with, started doing crazy fucked up shit to people in general, just drama, dude, fucking lots of it, and Mitch got out of that. Mitch got herself out of that relationship, and I went with Mitch, because Mitch is my assistant, and she's my mentor, and she taught me what's right, and if she thinks it's wrong, it's wrong, not matter. So, I got out of it, and, my reputation got out of it with me. You know, a lot of shit was said about me from Terrence and Andy, that, I did this and I did that, because I did this and I did that, and, this of it is true, and this of it is true, and anything else I say is fucking lie, it's because of this, and it's because of that, it's not true, it's not how that shit went. I don't even want to spread those lies. I don't even want to give heed to those rumors at all. So I'm not going to share what they were. But, all kinds of shit went down, dude. And I stepped out of it. And I tried to space myself as much as I could. And, you know, and then I met this wonderful girl named Allie. She's a church girl. She's straight edge. Well, she was straight edge. Those of you not in the Saudi, I mean, she doesn't do drugs, she doesn't smoke, doesn't do bodily harm, doesn't do anything wrong, you know, obeys the law, you know, treats her body like a temple. Well, she used to. It's not that she doesn't now, and she's this party chick now. It's just that, her views changed just a little. Like, she wanted to experiment with some things, so she is. She didn't turn into this crazy bitch or anything, you know. She's still wonderful, cute little Allie. But she kind of ventured a little. Yes, I met her, we started dating, and I dropped drugs and alcohol. I dropped everything, stopped smoking and everything. Partially because my little sister, Scarlett, was born, and I didn't want to be that way with her and like alive. So yeah, and then I met Allie and we started dating, and kind of pushed a little for me. Well, I met Allie first, and then Scar was born, and Scar pushed it all the way, and Allie was the one who started it. But then we broke up, and then I met, well, and then I started hanging out with Bianca, and I met Bianca, and, well, fell in love with her. My dad's gonna bitch completely, be like, oh, you didn't fall in love with that girl, God, she's so much wrong, Dad, shut the fuck up, please. I know you're just trying to protect me, and you know, you're just telling me that I'm a teenager in lust. I know what lust is, Dad. Ask Marie. But, yeah. And then I met Bianca in a bad time too. I was really fucked up in the head, you know. I think it's because of withdrawals from the drugs being gone and out of my system, and just really fucked up. You know, well, I broke up with Allie because it was just weird. You know, I think it might be because I'm a lustful person, and that was an absent relationship. But honestly, it was more like we were friends. It wasn't really a relationship thing. It wasn't really. But that's how that went. And yeah, yeah. Anyways, Bianca kind of leveled me out. Cause I think it's because she's such. Bianca loves to drink. and smoke. Well, she loved to smoke a lot. She doesn't so much anymore. And I think she let me out because then I had stuff to worry about and stuff to do. Keep her safe. So I did that for a while. And it was good for me and it was healthy for me. This is a really long video, I'm sorry guys. Anyways, yeah, and then I ended up squashing shit with Terrence, making that fucking level. Some bullshit happened with Marcos. I never made that, well, I made that shit level and then shit popped back again. And then all kinds of shit went down Dandy. You know, all kinds of shit went down Dandy, and I didn't even cover half of it at all. But he did all kinds of fucked up shit. He does all kinds of fucked up shit to everybody. Stealing, lying, thieving, cutting his drugs. Just fucking, he's wrong, dude. He's wrong. Fucking liar and a thief. Fucking, he's wrong, dude. He's a drug addict too, man. Anyways, I have no respect for that man. That fucking filth anymore. I don't even want to call him a man or a boy or a kid. Filth, dude. Anyways, a couple of weeks ago, Bianca and I got in an argument. You know, wasn't that bad. It was just enough to well, actually, we had a pretty good day that day. But, we got an argument over a dude that she swears up and down nothing ever happened with him and nothing ever will. They dated a long time ago. But that was it. That's the end of that relationship completely. And I believe her. I trust her with that. I do. But that was we had that argument. And then that was like the last I talked to her that night. But she went and hung out with Andy that night. He invited her over to hang out, her and her brother John. And it wasn't Kuga, it was Yoshi. I apologize for mixing that up, but well, my dad, when he watches this, he's gonna freak out. But it was Yoshi, not Kuga. I'm sorry. Anyways, he would Andy would take a cigarette, scoop it with some Molly or Coke or whatever the fuck he was snorting. He'd line it all the way down the edge of the cigarette on both sides. One little line, just scoop it all the way in, back it down, lick the butt, and, you know. And then we'd smoke it, let it sit just like this so it burn all the way down. And that's what we do. And I guess, according to Bianca, they had like 2 or 3 of those. Word from Yoshi is they had 2 or 3 of those. And John was doing coke in the bathroom with Yoshi. And Bianca went into the bathroom. What are you guys doing? Sat in the shower. This was a hotel room. Sat in the shower and was just like, whatever. And Andy was like, hey, wait. You're with them, aren't you? Lying. And she did 3 or 4 of them. And I was more pissed off. When she told me this, I was more pissed off that she did those lines than anything else. Because she made me a promise that she'd do them with me. And she broke that promise kind of because she was intoxicated before that. But, you know, and then they started doing lines and shit. And, John left, probably to go get his dick wet. John's Bianca's little brother. And then Andy and Bianca were left alone in the room. And they were talking after lines and lines and lines of coke and Molly and the cigarettes, the fucking cigarettes. Yeah, that was their name from the cigarettes. Get it? Capital C. cooking. Yeah. Anyways, it's a really bad joke. And he just, I know his intent was he wanted to fuck her. Like, he wanted to fuck her. But he went down and kissed her and probably fucking made out for like an hour or some shit. Knowing how you are with Molly. It's, she says it was just once, but I doubt it. Fucking doubt it. Because I know how it is. But then she stopped him and they continued the conversation. I'm sure at some point he put his hand, or tried to put his hand somewhere, and she just pushed him off. And I guess John came in and like kind of defused everything entirely, like all the coke, everything entirely. And Kuga sent Andy on his way. He didn't feel right eating there and shit, or not Kuga, Yoshi. Whatever, I don't know the entire situation on it. I'm sorry, Dad, for lying, by the way. I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth all the way. But after Bianca told me that, I decided that's when I was gonna beat Andy's ass. He burnt my sister, he destroyed my reputation. He destroyed my sister's life and burnt my reputation. And he tried killing one of my best friends. Yeah, when he left that hotel, a week after the night where I was super drunk, Andy left that hotel room. The one I was talking about. That Alex was, or Toker was sick that night. He left that hotel room, and it was fucking filthy. Filthy. It was disgusting. I can't believe I stayed there, but I was drunk, so, it was fucking filthy. And Toker was sick all the time until he got Benadryl from Amber, and he was just, it was fucking filthy, and he left, and Toker had to clean it with 2 other people. I don't even remember who they were. It's irrelevant. There was a fan in the corner of the room right next to the table where all the filth was. And as they were cleaning the fucking table, they found, or after garbage bags, after fucking bags after bags of garbage, they found in the middle of the fucking table, right next to the fucking fan, a can just like this big, open, or container, whatever the fuck you call it, open with garlic powder. Toker's deathly allergic to garlic powder. It said Andy on the side of the fucking bottle. You guys can piece together whatever you want from that. But, I wanted to kill Andy. I wanted to beat his ass. You know? And, you know, Bianca really didn't want me to. All this shit, but I didn't. And then we started arguing, we broke up, and we got back together. Well, we didn't really break up, it was more like we had a break period where we said we were broken up, but we weren't. And then, we had this massive fight, and we did break up, and we haven't been back together since. At all. Like, when we talk every day, and I still kiss her every time I see her. She wants to be back with me, but her family doesn't want her at all. My dad's kind of hesitant about approving of her. He gives me his blessing for me to be a hooligan. So, yeah, that's that. Toker believes in his heart that I need her. Yeah. Toker believes in his heart that I need her. And I guess he sees the good in her, or something. Or well, Tope, if you watch this, I'm sorry if I fucking butcher this story. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, it's weird. But from my understanding is, he met this girl, his only other girlfriend, that he was just completely in love with. Still is to this day. Just completely in love with this girl. Like, everything, all about her. And then she just died on him. I don't know how, I never asked him. I never felt like asking him. But she just died on him. And he hasn't really been the same with women since. Um, whatever, I don't know exactly, but I guess he sees that relationship in mine with Bianca, in a way. I guess, like, how I think and how I feel about her is kind of like how he felt and thinks about her. You follow? And he doesn't want me to lose that at all. So he's there for me on her, on the whole topic about Bianca, everything. And well, yeah. After I found out that Andy fucked up Toker like that, and after I had rage built in me, um, and after and me, Dean, Toker, Jackie, Bianca were all hanging out, and we were having kind of a good day, whatever. Bianca just casually told me, Andy's been texting me stuff. You're ignoring him, right? Yeah. You know, Toker's got mad beef with him. I kinda wanna give Toker Andy's numbers so we can arrange a fuck up there. And after I found out what happened with the hotel room, I had this thought process that I was gonna get the whole crews together, all crews, every crew. Any crew that has an affiliation with Andy at all that I can reach out to, I was gonna get them all together. Good, the bad, and the ugly. And we were gonna have a brawl. Everyone on my side, everyone on his side, everyone in between. And I was gonna call Andy out and challenge him right in front of everyone. And I was gonna fight him until I fucking died. Or until he was on the ground and wouldn't get back up. No matter what, I will stand back up in a fight. You have to fucking kill me or knock me unconscious. That's just how my dad's instilled into me, dude. Like, that's just it. I've been lucky. I haven't really been hit in the face in any fight. Like, never had evidence. I've had fat lips, but nobody's ever noticed. So I guess I'm lucky. But, yeah. Anyways, I was gonna call him out in front of everyone and beat his ass and tell everyone, this is a new fucking empire. Justice is fucking Jango Fett of the fucking clone army. I'm not a Sith, I'm not a Jedi. I'm not original SOS. I'm not a fucking spawn of Satan. One of Marcos' disciples. I'm not one of the fucking death metal kids of SMDM. I'm not a fucking punker, or I'm not one of the fucking Raybird kids. Fucking rave scene going on here in Santa Maria. Nah, I'm not that, dude. I'm fucking Jango Fett. I'm a clone, dude. I'm one of those weekend warriors that are replaceable. But I stepped up and knocked the one link that holds you all together down. And I was gonna start a new fucking thing. But I couldn't do it. Partially because Bianca told me she didn't want me to fight him. Partially because I didn't think I could. Well, after Bianca told me that day at the mall when we were hanging out with everyone, after she told me that and he was texting her. Said I was half tempted to get Toker his number so he can handle shit. Half tempted to get that fuck up though. Well, later that night, or later that, fuck, it was like an hour later or 2 hours later maybe. I decided I was gonna give Toker that number. So I got that number from Bianca. She wrote it down on paper. I wrote Phil right underneath the number. Folded that shit up, handed it to Toker, and I told him. Oh, I whispered in his ear. I asked him first if I got you Toker's number, or if I got you Andy's number, so that you can call him and fuck him up. Would you do it? And he said, yeah. So I got him the number, and I handed it to him. I said, hey, only you and I and her need to know about it. We don't need to blast it. And he told Jackie, of course, because Jackie is his wife. And then, this was a couple days ago, actually. This was like 2 fucking days ago. And, today, we decided we were gonna fucking do it. Because I'm not a kid, dude. And yesterday really pissed me off being told that Bianca's family doesn't approve of me at all because I'm a fucking kid. And then listening to my dad tell me, well, I'm a kid. You're a kid. So, I'm not a fucking kid, okay? I was a kid, and I was a fucked up kid, dude. I was mentally unstable. I was super suicidal. I was shy and reserved, and because I was shy and reserved, I was even more suicidal and fucked up. But I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not that way anymore. I'll fucking pray to whoever ever I need to make sure that I'm not that way anymore. But in the meantime, I'll try with everything I have. Anyways, today we decided we were gonna fucking do that, you know? I've been kind of joking for the past, few weeks that my name's High School. You know, just fucking around. High school take back to class, because I'm in high school. I don't know if everybody realized that, but I'm in high school still. And, you don't fuck with me at class. Like, I don't do that kind of shit. You know, I try to keep my drug scene and my drug awareness out of school. You know, I do legitimately because my education is more important to me than anything else. It is, like, legitimately, it is more important than anything else that I go through school. And, well, today we decided we were going to take on Andy. Toker and I decided we were going to take on Andy. And I had Bianca lead him into a trap. You know, I had her lead him into a trap. I don't know any other way to fucking explain it. Besides, I had her lead him into a trap. For me and Toker to beat his ass. And, he took the bait. Met her up at the mall. And he had this glorious plan that he was leaving soon. I'm sure that he probably hinted at her coming with him or something. I'm sure, like, because that's just him. That would be something he would do. Well, anyways, me and him were waiting. I was anxious. I had my mouthpiece out, ready to go. It was in my pocket, actually. It was in my hand pocket where my hand goes. And then I had 2 M3 Monster Cubes, the super powered energy drink, the little ones. I had 2 of those empty because I drank them, so I was all I had those in my vest pockets so I could reach in, rip them out, fist stuff, so I could fucking swing and break him in his face. We were waiting for him. Starting to get a little anxious, a little antsy. And, well, caught up to him. The problem was, when we went outside, we saw him talking to Dell. We have respect for Dell. Toker and I have respect for Dell. Couldn't do that. We also thought he was talking to Brittany. We have way more respect for Brittany. One, because she's a woman, and two, we just have respect for those two. Don't question us, okay? Don't question us. So we couldn't fight him in front of them at all. Brittany has too much heart for the three of us. She doesn't care what goes on. She's there for us. It just is someone just to talk to, whatever. She's there for us. So we didn't fight him. I went and took piss and walked back around. The two we have respect for walked inside. So that was the opportunity. And I pointed away from the fucking ball and was like, hey, just turn around, go that way. We need to talk to you. And he was like, nah, no, you guys, no, fuck that, no, you pussies. He just kept walking. And I was gonna go back at him. Oh. He turned around and kept walking, I walked forward and about 10 feet and stopped and turned around. Well, at that point, we were at the smoking section, and I turned to Toker, and he's just like, can't swing at him, dude. I can't do that. Toker is a Jedi, and I know I said a little bit about that, and, the Star Wars references fuck turn people off. Legitimately, I don't know too much where that came from. But people in our crew are segregated. There's Jedi, there's Sith. Now, Jedi is a little more of your Rastafarian crew. Sith is a little more S&DM, Santa Maria Death Metal. But that's not the lines. That vaguely explains them. Jedi kind of likes to drug. And Sith doesn't too much. But they go hardcore when they do. It's really difficult to explain the different sides. But you'll have one person you think is Jedi, and they're fucking Sith. And one person you're looking dead in the eyes going, Sith. And they're Jedi. It's kind of difficult to explain, dude. Like, you have to ask them. You can't just go, yeah, Jedi, Sith, Jedi. You can't, you kind of have to ask them. Some people, though, I'm able to key on. And there was this brief period in time where you could just key them simply by looking at them. Jedi, Sith. You had an Anakin brain. Seriously, and Dean still has his. There's a few people still have theirs, but I never had one because I didn't have hair to do it to. But that's how it went. And now we don't do that very much anymore. But I don't know what. Oh yeah, Toker was saying he's too Jedi. He couldn't do it. He couldn't sit up and fucking go swing at him. He was doubting himself in here, not up here or here. Here he couldn't do it. And yeah, he just couldn't do it. And he got talked into it. Now he's got it. Next shot, he's taking it. Next shot, I'm taking it. I made Toker a promise. Next opportunity I have, I'm fucking swinging on Andy. Because I'm swinging on Andy. I know there's a lot of people who are gonna be like, oh, you can't fucking do that. No, fuck it. I'm swinging on Andy because Andy's fucking filth. I don't like him. I don't have trust in him. I lost all respect for him. And some people are gonna be like, oh, it's because he tried fucking your girlfriend. Well, he legitimately didn't know Bianca and I were together when that went down. So I can't say it's that. I can't say it's because it's my girlfriend. It was my girlfriend, or because I'm in love with a girl. It's because he would do that to a girl. Like, I know Andy well enough to know that his intentions were to fuck her. The Molly intense reaction or whatever, but he wanted to sleep with her after she got drugged the fuck up. David, none of you understand that. Anyways, I want to beat his ass. I do. I just want to beat his ass in general, dude. Like, he's fucked up. He's fucked up. I know this is gonna be fucked up to say, but I don't think he deserves to live. I used to look up to him. Now I don't. I look down. I look down on him. I pity him. And pity's for the weak. I'm not weak, so don't pity me. Tiger, my Padawan, the one I teach, my project, my freshman, the girl that I'm going to try to teach to be better than me. Dude, like, I don't even know how to fucking explain this shit, dude. But, he's just wrong. I don't even know where I was going with fucking Tiger. Honestly, I'm sorry, I don't. But, he's fucked up, dude. He's fucked up. I know where I was going. Tiger, the one I'm gonna teach, will never fucking get any fucking lessons through Johanny. The one who's gonna be better than me will never have any of fucking Andy's lessons at all. Any of them. I got quite a few from him too. Honestly, a few that helped me a lot. She'll never experience, dude. She'll never be around any of those fucking hard Siths. I'm sorry, Sith crew, I'm sorry. I love you guys, but I can't do that to that girl. I'm sorry, guys. And a lot of you Jedi too. I can't give her the extremes because I still need her workable in society. So, about as workable as I am. And I don't know how I work in society. So, but, fuck it. Anyways, he's filth. I don't want him anywhere at all. And, I'm gonna fuck him up every chance first chance I get, I'm gonna fuck him up. And I'm putting a green light to any of those fucking clones. Anybody who's in my ranks. Any of those who fucking have heart for me. Please. Just. You don't even have to do anything to me. Don't even fight me. Don't fight. Don't fight me. Just tell him I'm looking for one. That's what I'm asking you to do. And, this hat, I don't know if you guys have realized, or if you guys have been watching, or if you guys can hear, but I'm altering it. Because originally I was going to take this hat and give it back to him and tell him I got that hat from Johanny. And Johanny is dead. The guy I have all respect for is dead. And he's gone. And I was just gonna fucking lay it down on thick, dude, that he's no more to me at all. But I've decided that what my original plan was to get everyone together so I can fuck him up and take over. Well, if I can get that going, and I'm gonna need a lot of help to do so. So, calling all crews. If you can make it, you just gotta let somebody know to get you the information, and I'll send it through the wires all I can. But Johanny's not in charge anymore. Johanny's not existent anymore. Andy's not in charge anymore. He's both, dude. Like, if you're still faithful to him, then please try to explain the good to me. I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all. And I know after I show what's up, there's gonna be a lot of hate. But there's gonna be a lot of hate. And I'm gonna get negative feedback from any and all crews about this. But Andy's vulgar villain hat down here. Johanny's vulgar villain hat that he gave me and told me to pass on. Johanny. His hat, Johanny, was Johanny. That persona is dead. Because I'm not gonna take that up anymore. Because you don't want to fuck with high school. Then high school's taking over. So, I'll probably fix it later. I'm probably gonna blast it all white and fix it then. But until then, it's fucking high school. And this is a legitimate sign of disrespect to him. High school. Oh, it looks so shitty, dude. It does. But fuck it. Fuck it, dude. Fuck it. Sideways, upside down, left, right. Fuck it. But high school's taking over. Johanny's dead. I'm gonna beat his ass wearing this hat. I'm gonna beat Andy's ass wearing this hat. And tell him that Johanny won't be passed on. After this moment, I'm done talking about Johanny. After I post this video, I'm done talking about Johanny. Anything and everything I have said left is on this video. I loved that guy. I looked up to him. I had so much respect for him. And it hurts for me to say that. Dude, it really does. Because a lot of good memories were with that guy. A lot of good memories. But a lot of bad, dude. Too much bad. Too much bad is associated with Andy. There's so much villainy with that guy. I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. So that's how it's gonna be. And high school's gonna come up. And high school's gonna handle business. And I'll do it as I need to. And I'll fight who I need to keep it that way. So, it's a new empire. And the old SOS, I hope that you guys can back me on that. And any and everyone that disagrees with my views, doesn't want to be a part of this clone fucking army I'm gonna bring after I kick down Andy, no matter how broken and bruised and bloody I am, please stand up and try to take my seat. I won't give it to you graciously. I won't do it gracefully either. Probably be a little fucked up, and it'll probably be easy for me to take a nap. But if you can't take it from me, you don't deserve it either. And I'm not gonna say that this empire is established until I get Andy down. No, it's a lot of talk for a 16-year-old. I'll be 17 in July, you know. But it's a lot of talk for a 16-year-old. It's a lot of talk for a minor. But I intend to bite back. So it's not just a bark. Well, if you enjoyed this, then what the fuck are you doing? If you did, there's a button up here that says subscribe. If you didn't, there's unlike, thumbs down here somewhere. Down here somewhere. Or you can just completely fucking ignore it. But I told a lot of stories. I've been talking for an hour and a half now. So I don't even know if this is going to go through. I mean, I verified my account, so hopefully, I'm just annoyed. I'm pissed. I'm not a kid. Don't call me a kid. I might be high school, but you don't want to fuck with high school because high school takes you to class. So, I'm not a bad boy anymore. I still have all the Batman gear. I'm still fucking Justice League. For those of you who know, for those of you who matter, I'm still that guy. I'm still there for you, the same way I was. But I have a new mantle. This one. I have a new mantle. And I'm sticking to this one. I won't let it drop. So, that's how it's gonna be. Doesn't mean I completely like it and enjoy it, but that's how it is. You know, fuck, my dad told me today that if putting a finger in his fucking face, beating his ass, is what my dad needs to do to make sure I'm okay, he'll do that. Or if he just needs to stand back and make sure nobody jumps in while I do it, he'll do that too. Honestly, if I can't get the crews to come in, then fuck it. I'll play that bitch move. I don't want to go. Anyways, I've been rambling and talking on for a while now, so I'm gonna sign off on this fine Saturday morning. No, I'll probably cruise by Waller Park tomorrow. See what's up. Thanks for viewing.